Hello dear Music Store TV viewers, very welcome here at the booth of Dave Smith Instruments, Jerry.
Exactly.
We're here at the Superbooth in Berlin.
Yes.
Nice weather.
Oh, gorgeous weather.
A gorgeous weather and a gorgeous instruments. And there's a new Prophet X to show.
That's right, in a long line of prophets, an instrument that deserves to be called a prophet. It has juicy filters and it has multi-wave 9-octave oscillators and it has 4 envelopes and 4. It's got all the stuff your synth would want, including, look at these beautiful controllers over here, 2 sliders, 2 wheels, right? It's got a sequencer and arpeggiator. You say, well, what else is new? This is a great Prophet synth. Ah, there's a difference. This synth has samples on board, and I'm not talking about just
analog synthesizer with samples. So you merged two things from two worlds.
I am bending your mind. Yes, yeah. No, it's true. In this menu right here lurk two instruments that you can mix with your 2 oscillators. So here's the mixer. You see instrument 1 and 2, and you see oscillator 1 and 2. And this is how you mix together, whether it's strings or ethnic instruments or wavetables, all samples, PCM samples, with the oscillators, and you send everything through analog filters. And that's what Dave says often about the Prophet X. He's been hearing about it for 30 years. People wanted to hear really good samples through analog filters. And that's
How does that sound?
Well, I can definitely play it for you because I think we have a piano up here. So there you have it, a beautiful 4-pole low-pass ladder filter working on the piano. And now if you want to also add an oscillator, you can easily just say, that's the oscillator sound with the piano sound. Of course, there's plenty of things you can do to shape using the envelopes, using the other parameters, and modulating everything. So let me play you some presets so you get an idea of different kinds of sounds, you know? I'm using the playlist function here, which allows you, because there's like 1,000 sounds on board, and how do you organize those when you go to play? Well, the playlist is organized in sets, and you get 10 sets here. So for the performer, who now has access to, yes, all the synth sounds, but also electric pianos, organs, piano, strings. This is like his everything keyboard, or her everything keyboard. Let's see what's in here. Oh, here's a string patch. It's really beautiful. So this is our partner now in sound, ATO, which is a really well-known sound content company. They're known for their deep sampling. And deep sampling means, so for example, you're sampling a piano, but you're not just sampling the piano, you're sampling the piano with a close mic, with a far mic, with a microphone underneath. With now the player is playing with the pedal down, now the player is playing pianissimo. So deep sampling means you get every instrument, you get every technique of playing, etc.
As close and as far as possible.
Yes, exactly. And all these sounds, they believe in retain the organic shape of the instrument. So there's 150 gigabytes of these samples on board that you get. So it's menu after menu of, here's the categories right here. If we want to look here, up here is the type. And so you start with ambiances, all kinds of wonderful landscapes of sound, basses, brass, choirs, cinematic, another kind of a sound effect kind of thing, drums, more effects, ethnic sounds, guitar sounds, keyboards, percussion, piano, strings, synth, solo voice, and wind. So within those, there's 60, 70, 80 key maps that are velocity switching, beautifully recorded stereo, and that's what you have to choose from, a garden of sounds. It's in stereo natively. There's 8 voices in stereo, and here's a button called 16 voice. If you want to collapse that to mono, you simply push that button. It's one thing about sequential instruments or Dave's work is you don't have to menu dive or try to figure something out. It's usually one knob or button push away,
I think now, and I really feel it, that the Prophet X fulfills the acoustic vision of the great composer Arnold Schoenberg 100 years ago. He said 1912, he said, the future of music is not the modulation of the harmonies, it's the modulation of a single tone. And you merged now an orchestra, like a piano, like strings, with a synthesizer to modulate it in one product.
Yeah. No,
it's really amazing. It's the first time I can realize this vision from 100 years ago. So you did it.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it. Dave did it, and we helped him to do it, I hope. But he's had this in his mind, I think, for 30 years or so. People have said, musicians and composers have said, would love to hear really high quality samples through analog filters, and that was the kind of core concept, and this is the result of it.
Because normally one piano has a lonely preset, and now we have hundreds, thousands of modulations and possibilities to change and merge sounds and parameters.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And so there's a couple of twists on this too, that within the sample zone, you have your start and end time of the file, you have your loop or not, but you can now in real time modulate the length of the loop, the size of the loop, where it sits in the file. In real time, it can be moving around. So there's
without changing a program from one piano sound to the other one, so you can change it immediately.
I can't tell you how many of the Superbooth customers or clientele have come up here, and I go and talk to someone and I start hearing the most incredible sounds, someone who's never been on the instrument before, and they're creating these soundscapes that are remarkable. And so I really think it's a testament to how easy it is to use this piece. So you've heard the piano, you heard the strings. I just want to see if there's some, listen here, So you're obviously in synth territory there. You're in unison mode with all these voices ganged up into one spot, and you're basically putting your guitar player to shame.
Across the universe.
Across the universe, indeed.
So the Prophet X is already available on the market?
No, it comes in the beginning of June, though. We're almost there. We just went into May. So we're going to ship in the first week of June. It's going to be costing $4,000 US. And we're on schedule to deliver. It
will be approximately the same in euros, maybe in Europe. 4,000 euros. Can we imagine this?
Yeah, I haven't seen the price list, European one, but whatever the conversion is.
We'll check it out on our internet site when it will come out. Thank you very much, Jerry, for your explanations.
Check it out. There's a lot I left out. There's effects. There's all kinds of things. A very deep but easy to use instrument. So I hope you check it out.
Thank you very much, Jerry. More information, as usual, on musicstore.com. the new Prophet X.
All right.